Have you forgiven President Rodrigo Duterte?
I'm sorry, I have not. That's something that I've been grappling with. I've been struggling. I told several people already that, and even in certain interviews, that I have forgiven all others who were responsible for my persecution. Yung mga nagpagamit lang ng mga witnesses, nagpagamit ng mga handlers ng mga witnesses, and even former Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre. I've forgiven him. You know, he was the chief enforcer of my oppression, of my persecution. But then I learned to forgive him. None of these people have asked for my forgiveness, but I have forgiven them. Because that's one thing I've learned, that that the Lord tell us, the Bible tell us, we should forgive. And that revenge is not supposed to be ours. Give it up. Let the Lord do it for you. But the Lord is all forgiving. He would always forgive. But He would do things to alleviate or to remedy certain situations. But Duterte, I'm sorry, but it's difficult. It's difficult. He made it all happen. He did it with such cruelty. Di bale na yung physical deprivation of my liberty, but the rest of what he did, the attacks against my womanhood. And then all of a sudden, my reputation got shattered because many people actually believed all those lies about me. I don't know how many, but you know, I have friends who would tell me that, alam mo, kahit mga kaopisina namin, they're supposed to be educated people. They believed. But you know, I call it a brilliant strategy on the part of Mr. Duterte. That he knew, I think he knew, that if they would focus only on the drug allegations, you know, about my involvement, my alleged involvement in illegal drug trading, I think they know that many would not believe that. They would, it's incredible of my stature and of my background. Why should I be involved in illegal drug trading? But then again, in order for more people to believe or to doubt me and to doubt my innocence, they have to use the woman or the gender card by exploiting, on the labels such as an immoral. He called me immorals a few times, and a woman of loose morals, and that's it. Because of that, because those people would now think, kasi dyan sa ano niya, sa mga affair na yan, na sinasabi ni Duterte, ay siguro totoo nga yan, na ano na siya sa mga halubilo na siya sa mga drug lords na yan, so that she could have money. Yun ang parang, that's the narrative. Mm-hmm. That's the narrative, that I would use certain people as my bagmen. Mm-hmm. And so medyo nadagdagan yung mga naniwala. Especially, of course, they don't know me. If only they would know me, or they know me, then they would not think that way.
In your recent ANC interview, Senator De Lima, you said that you are praying for the grace to be able to forgive Mr. Duterte. Can you tell us more about that?
That's true. Since I still find it difficult to forgive him at this point, in spite of the Lord's teaching that we should learn to forgive and even to love our enemies. That's quite challenging. It would take a lot of struggle, really, to love your enemies. I still cannot. So I ask for God's help. Give me the grace to learn and to finally forgive him. Even again, if he is not asking for my forgiveness. I always think that forgiveness it's more beautiful if it's a one-way thing. Forgiveness. You don't wait for others. You don't wait for the people who wronged you to ask for forgiveness. You can easily extend your forgiveness. But again, I find it hard. I would be telling a lie. I would be a hypocrite if I say otherwise, if I say that I've learned to forgive Mr. Duterte.
Why do you see the need to ask for the grace to be able to forgive him? You have the other option of just choosing to hate him all your life.
Siya lang ang pwede kasi, hindi ko kaya sa sarili ko. In my consciousness, on my own, I'm not sure if I can do it. On my own, maybe the hatred would be there for a lifetime, as you said. So I need his help. And I know that in time, in due time, the good Lord would be able to give me that grace. I could feel it, that he can give me that grace to forgive Mr. Duterte. I just really want him to help me.
Why do you want to be able to forgive him one day?
Because that's what the scriptures tell us. And I would want to abide by that as a Catholic. Because my faith has been deepened, and therefore the grace of forgiveness should also be bestowed in me. And understand why it all happened. Understand why he did that to me, Mr. Duterte.